Oh, it's Infy's human again. Love to see it. For a long time, Infy abandoned the humans, but here for Stars War, he's bringing it back. ReMinD, of course, is Night Elf, Turtle Rock it is. Cross position, off we go. What can the WCG winner of 2010 do against the WCG winner of 2019? Will Infy hold back? Is a little bit of a question. Human vs Night Elf on Turtle Rock is of course a little bit tricky as you can't expand that easy, and Infy's style has always been macro multiple bases. And with Demon Hunter Immolation, I guess you don't need much practice. Same for Keeper. Just figure out a timing. You can do that in like an hour. And that might work for you. And then you can do some damage, and then you just rely on what you did in the past 15 years. Dude. Amazing. Good to see Infy back on human. Is there any news if he sticks with human for competition now? Or if it was just for that special event? I don't know. Okay, ReMinD, don't deny the ancients. The creeps with the ancients. And then you're off to a good start. Demon Hunter it is. Colorful giving some advice, probably. Moon giving some advice. A slight smile on ReMinD's face. Glad that he still enjoys this. So Infy standard. Oh, the Chinese sound is probably a little loud. Don't have to hear them casters, right? When you have me. Alright, Infy, what's the play? Will you be stubborn, as you always are? And still try to expand, somehow, somewhere? Oh, love to see... That's the first person of ReMinD right there. Boom, still 300 APM. Same goes for Infy, of course. So, a very tame early game, no rushes, no tower pushes, which is, of course, what you'd expect from someone like Sky, maybe? Love the first person. First person is always super cool. Dude, I remember when we had that at WGL, people hated it. So bad. Thank you, Bob Sacramento, for the 83 month. Damn, I've been away for a while. Shame on you, Bob Sacramento. I didn't forget about our little joke here. But glad to have you back. Nice little cancel. That was probably just a shop, I'd say. ReMinD needs to work on Hunter's Hall, and he does. And Infy is attacking. No expansion, just the shop and defend. Lots of pressure. Demon Hunter has to hold this, but look at this inventory by ReMinD. Claws, slippers, boots. That's fantastic. Seems to me like the table is a little low, maybe? The way Lin and ReMinD played. Or it's just the camera angle. Who knows? Interesting to see no immolation, by the way. Rather a late game pick, I'd say. Instead of early pressure with immolation. So far, ReMinD is holding his ground. Not the biggest losses. Oh, can't shadow meld thanks to the dust. No, they are not playing an old patch. They played one show match on an old patch. And that's it, the rest on the regular patch. Infy, of course, casting TP League and casting pretty much everything else as well. So he knows what's meta. What about ReMinD though? I don't know. So Blood Mage coming, Rifles must be coming. Say hello to the Naga, baby. Good slow on the Archmage. Both have boots. Can he reach? Didn't pass the boots to the Naga. There was an opportunity, but of course, if you're not that practiced in Warcraft 3 at the moment, might tend to forget that. But ReMinD doesn't look like he didn't play in 2 years. ReMinD looks like he's still playing quite a bit. Good movement, good multitasking, no big mistakes that bite him immediately. This is pretty impressive for a player who was gone for 2 years. Monteran, thank you for the 5 month. And thank you, Knusperhoden, for the 350. Much love, mate. Feels good. Feels good to have you all watching here. Infy was ReMinD in 2023. Okay, we're cruising towards the late game. Infy has to push. The longer the game goes, the better it is for ReMinD. As long as there's no weird tier 2 expansion. And there's still a fly in my room, and it's so distracting. And it's not in reach, and I don't have chopsticks, so I can't catch it. Infy leaves some space. What? Feeds the Sork? Interesting decision. Infy having some fun here. But yeah, distribute the wealth. Even if it's just mana. Demon Hunter coming in, burns it right away. Getting slowed though, breakers will be up. This is not a super dedicated Razor Sharp rifle push, but rather supported with breakers. And one base breaker rifle caster. It's not even rifles, right? It's just casters. Yeah, it's just mass casters. That's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Bears are supposed to annihilate them. Infy, Archmage, what are you doing there? Pet Militia coming now. Is it finally some towers, or was it just a little bit of support for the fight? ReMinD isn't ready yet. Still needs bears up. Still needs the bear upgrade. There we go. Cues it. Quite a big opening now on the left-hand side. But here comes the push. Tower supported mass caster push. Aha. The Flip 4, thank you very much for the gifted sub. The first gifted sub. Much appreciated. Welcome. So we got Reju, but we got breakers to steal it. We got Raw, but we got breakers to steal it. We got Master Bears, and there's no way to steal them. Demon Hunter can carry quite a bit. Archmage not level 4, no Blizzard, no level 2 Siphon just yet. ReMinD even repairing this Ancient of War. This might be a little too expensive for the value, but against towers that is of course fantastic. Just like piercing damages from all the Dryads. No Footman anymore to throw the piercing damage back. Just needs to have the staff on cooldown, off cooldown to get the Demon Hunter back into safety. There we go. Naga good reposition. So ReMinD again playing a fine game. There's some damage coming on to the bears now. No mana anymore. Would love to have another bear for the redo. Oh, even saves it onto the Moonwells. ReMinD. I'm utterly impressed. What can I say? Hype to the moon and back for Rara. Love to hear it, mate. Nice little detonates here. But off we go. Can you hold this push somehow? The breakers are not doing too well. Thanks to the bears, thanks to the demon hunter. That's a double kill right there, but a double kill on both sides actually. Siphon, Dispel, but can't follow anymore. Is that the moment where Infy wins the game? Did he get the necessary kills? ReMinD stemming against the defeat. He was holding on for 10 minutes, but slowly but steady. Death by 1,000 cuts. But every bear is not only a great unit to fight, it's also redo if it's not stolen, but this one gets stolen immediately. Demon Hunter still hurt. Is this Infy's first person view for victory? Good blocks. Uses the workers as blockers for the bears to make it harder to attack the breakers, who of course have a little bit of range. Dryads are doing a good job. Constantly dispelling the Siphon. And Demon Hunter is clearing house, dude. This might be a little bit of a turnaround here. If it doesn't result in too many losses for ReMinD, staff must be ready. A potion was used, banished again. No damage done right now. Great saves by Infy to the right-hand side. Lots of damage done on both sides, but barely any kills. Demon Hunter trying to chase this Blood Mage. Pesky Blood Mage now. And yeah, this time Naga must be ready. Infy checking the inventory real quick. Hold on. Whew, that was close. Another attempt with the tower. No more mana, no more redo. Always pulling the breakers up front so you can steal redo if applied. That's another kill. Can he bank on the Demon Hunter maybe? Potion used. And that's Siphon level 2. ReMinD's army will never have mana no more if Infy plays it well. And reinforcements are trickling in. Army is still small. And not super powerful in terms of damage. ReMinD might still hold. Somehow. If he gets his mana management a bit better under control. Still, Infy's first person. My god, it feels like he's not doing any damage. Would love to see a second staff somehow, maybe, but I think it's hard to afford that. Just like a Fork Lightning that could save him the game with a big nuke. Feels like Infy's got this, but there's never more than one tower. He just takes away the tools of ReMinD. With breakers, with mana burn, with Siphon. And of course banish to reduce the damage output. Infy's human is just beauty. It's just beauty. Who plays a mass caster tower push? Come on. Korea. And ReMinD, is that the GG position? Not just yet. We are trying this again. But I guess Infy got this. Who after the 4-4, also the first 1-on-1 in the corner of China. What's supposed to save ReMinD at this position? It's kind of hard for us to judge because we constantly have Infy's first person and don't know the resource of ReMinD, for example. But yeah, we'd need quite a miracle for him to make this work. He was gathering some bears. He was healing them up. It's probably Dunzos. This is a lot of damage though. If the Naga had some mana, there's a multi-kill right there. But he threatens the hero, Infy portals. I guess he can just heal up and run in again. There's the clarity. There's the region scroll. Off we go. ReMinD still having fun. Sky said ReMinD is the scariest player on the Korean team. It's half the rent if they take him out right here. The flip, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, as I said, like, if this goes ultra late game, ReMinD should be ahead. So Infy is indeed on a timer. He's down in supply for a bit. Oh my god, he bought 5 heal potions? That's crazy. Great hold by ReMinD. The hero focus was probably the only way to save the game for him. And now we got ReMinD playing window mode. Can you believe it? Window mode 4x3 as it seems. Oh, now we're fighting over the red spot. Big items. 4-3. Demon Hunter level 6 is of course a game winner. No chance really. He wanted to fork lightning, was just a tiny bit too late. Probably surprised that there's no rune of healing, as that was removed in the latest Warcraft 3 Champions update. Oh. Tiny spike. Should be fine. Okay. We're correcting the position of the glasses and then break upkeep and go. ReMinD has always been extremely smart when it comes to timing attacks. And this just might be one of them. Oh, we got a Blizzard transition though. That is powerful. That's the damage that was lacking the entire time. Level 4 doesn't do too much on a Naga. Breakers are falling. Nice little attack. 2 bears on 1 breaker. Clear winner. And there's only slow and heal. That's it. Even only 1 breaker remaining. If that 1 breaker falls, you can't even steal rejuve anymore. Rifles are coming in, but also same damage or same armor type that of course bears through 2 through. That's level 5. Hold the phone. ReMinD. What the hell, dude? 6 hold. He still got it. Invis saves, but can't Invis save at all. 30 foot up, and look at that. ReMinD taking the map. Just like that, Infy wasn't able to close this out. Celebration on the Korean team. Once the Archmage had to TP out, Infy angry. What happened? Everything was under control. Up until that Archmage was focused. A little out of position. Big smile on focus. And there we go. Korea does it. Korea. And I think nobody expected that. He had so much control usually, but no damage. Frickin' ReMinD, dude. Whenever he joins a competition, gotta respect that. Can't treat him like a shadow of a former self. No. He came prepared. 1-0 for ReMinD. This is the best of 3. What the hell? Oh, I wouldn't like to be close to Infy when that happened. Not at all. Would have loved to see that push from a neutral perspective, to be honest. Infy distracted well with Archmage and Footman, as you can. If the pressure is not on you, thanks to Demon Hunter Immolation. Oh wow, these highlights, man. Out of Warcraft, take notes. Yeah, that push. That looked so promising. I mean, obviously not the best setup because rifles are missing and damage in general is missing. And then there was a hold. That was the moment where I thought Infy got it. Blood Mage saved, 2 bears down, Breaker saved. That should have been it, actually. But this is the moment everything turned around. Archmage too far forward. Frost Arrow hits him. Oh, actually it was a little later? Alright. Then that should happen again. There we go. Still kills quite a bit, right? If Infy is just pushing again, is that not his game? ReMinD, dude. Demon Hunter, Naga, Dryad, Bears. Still working. Will always work. It's just such a great synergy. That was probably also the worst map for human. And I guess Infy learned the lesson that for one base tower push, you might need some rifles. There we go. Audience is back. Disappointed faces. All disappointed in Infy. Yeah, dude, don't stare at your phone. You're on cam. For Rara Land, by the way, we absolutely need like a little station on that floor room where you can paint on cardboard. Something to cheer for your favorite player. Would be great. ReMinD is just asking for advice anywhere. Lin, what can I do? Moon. Tell me what map? Yeah, map pool here. Pretty interesting, by the way. Very old school with, I think, Lost Temple in. Some new school maps like Hammerfall. I wonder what we get now. ReMinD. If he 2-0s Infy. It could be one of these legendary Warcraft moments. Oh, Moon on the phone, Lin on the phone. Come on, guys, cheer for your opponent. What the hell are you doing on the socials? Unbelievable. Is TikTok really that important when you're on a stage? Maybe they were discussing the lineup or were just ordering food. I guess it was food. All right, get ready. ReMinD ready to rock, but how do things look on other maps where expansions are possible? Oh, was that Tian? Wait a second. I'm not sure. Could be. Haven't seen it. I think that's Tian, the admin on stage. Haven't seen him in a long time. But yeah, good friend of ours, if that's him. At least someone who looked very, very similar to him. All right, Lost Temple, baby! And close position. What the hell? This is crazy. Lost Temple, close position. They don't know it yet that it is close position. An Ancient of War Creep at the shop, not going for the expansion. ReMinD, what are you doing? He's clearly coming prepared. And Infy, I mean, he can just go to the right-hand side, expand. But then the push distance is really close. Yo, Woody Wood! Another 1,000 bits. Hey Neo, I'm watching back to Warcraft for years, but most of the time I watched on YouTube, so that's why I bought so many bits. I wanted to give something back for all the great moments in the past. Thank you, Neo. Love your enthusiasm. Dude, Woody Wood donated like $300 over the past couple of days. This is so great. I might not like your playstyle too much, but I love how much you love it. And that you're publishing on YouTube and that you're just as active as you are. Shout out, Woody. Just don't annoy the other players too much, okay? Glad to have you here. Yeah, almost a celebrity on War3 Champions ladder. The Flip, thank you for the 100. And thank you, Sonic, for the 500 bits. Stop underestimating ReMinD. Exactly. Exactly. So, this is pretty crazy. Panda first. Archers onto an expansion. Infy has to switch gears immediately. You can't really expand into Panda first, can you? Nice splits. Look at this. Breath of Fire can't hit. Okay. That's a little inefficient, but it's all a delay already. You want to get that expo up as fast as possible. There we go. Panda should be able to burn these. But is there enough mana? He's kind of walking himself into a corner. Wait. Was that smart? I guess it wasn't? The movement was a little odd. He still has mana. Holds back though, so he can regen a little more efficient. Infy squeezes the footman through. Oh no! Looked like the panda has phase boots or whatever. Just walking through. Oh, here we go. Mass Huntress. Panda Mass Huntress. They knew it was Lost Temple. And they are banking on ultra aggression. Gets the dust, gets the staff. But ReMinD needs some more time. And Infy can maybe even get towers up. Oh, no detonate. Yeah. ReMinD not in his 20s anymore. Oh, that's quite some losses. Panda no levels. The Flip! Thank you for the gifted sub. So where are the hunts? Rati Centrino, thank you for the 18-month. Okay, the Panda gotta carry this pretty much on his own for now. Infy could relatively easy go for a surround, missed the attempt. But yeah, it's about the towers now to buy time for the hunts. They will destroy footmen and peasants as long as there's no Archmage, but Archmage is coming. You bought the staff before, that's a water elemental. A little bit too late for the block, but Expo is safe. And mass hunts is relatively easy to execute. But it's also relatively easy to break if you have 2 base and a few towers. Oh, no tech. Yeah, this is basically an all-in. Nice deny. Here we go. Yo, these hunts have to slay. Towers are up. Position is getting more and more fortified here. And ReMinD is a little insecure, isn't he? Tier 2 by Infy is done. Expo is done. I don't really... Oh, look at the block. I can't prevent him from picking up the item. Book of the Dead can be amazing. That's level 2. All right. But once the tier 2 is done, there's gonna be a Blood Mage, I guess? And then you suck the panda dry? And a dry panda is not what you want. Might smell a little better than a wet panda, but man, mana is essential. Ayo! Yeah, gotta be more decisive, I guess. ReMinD was distracted, a little mispositioned. This could still be a lot of experience when he gets all the footies. That's still so tough. This was a decent setup, I guess. Didn't hit the Breath of Fire. Animation cancelled it. Stockfish gets another gifted sub. The flip is in celebration mood today, huh? Oh, tier 3. My god, ReMinD is getting so slaughtered. He is getting so slaughtered soon. Like, what could possibly help? Nice round though. Got that done, but there was a staff. Cool to see the audience enthusiastic about this. I want to see the same spirit of you guys at Rara Land. So what's the tier 3 army gonna be? I guess the question is, how does Infy want to destroy ReMinD? Not when. Not enough gifties to give back. Thank you, mate. Book of the Dead done. But yeah, ReMinD is just delaying the inevitable here. Level 3 is helpful. That's what he wanted the entire game. Mountain King 2nd says hello to the panda soon. And it's Nightcasters, Mortars, maybe? Could also just build tanks. But yeah, this is Infy's territory. This is where he grew up. Map control, multiple bases, tier 3. Sorry, I had to answer something real quick. ReMinD can't get a foot on the ground. Boom! Waller, thank you for the sub. The flip with another gifted. Wonderful. Infy is not gifting anything. Well, yeah, you guys know. Like, it's tier 2 versus tier 3. ReMinD is getting that expo up. Is there a chance? Like, if Infy gives him more time, late game army, tanks could be defended somewhat easily against Panda Tinker with rockets, that style. So this is a solid reaction to the tanks, and Infy is giving ReMinD some time. But ReMinD is not without chances, maybe? Like with a second or third base. Or with a third and fourth base. Infy could definitely go for a third and fourth base. But if the heroes level, and if ReMinD gets a higher tech, there might be something possible. Nice little save. What year is it? Yeah, that's what I'm asking myself every day. But yeah, again, ReMinD hanging on by a thread. Kinda classic Infy, by the way. To see him with a lot of towers, with some tanks, into a Night Elf base. This feels like proper 2008 gameplay. But I'd guess, if you have a proper early game, ReMinD can do this. He's doing a lot of things very right, but I was just a little bit too late and too indecisive. But he holds. He's not dead yet. So it felt like for a long time that Infy's just toying with his prey. But maybe the prey is fighting back. It gets out of there. Julian, thank you for the €3. Great game and cast of Happy vs. Sock. Thank you, mate. Okay, how good is the macro of ReMinD? With all forces combined, in the main, he was able to hold, but now there's attacks on two fronts. And another TP force, but Expo is gone. That was the success that Infy wanted. 3 base versus 1. It's not getting much better. And that's GG. Yep, nice approach, nice attempt, nice idea. But in practice, that idea didn't work out too well anymore. Alright, so we got a game 3 between Infy and ReMinD. Love to see it. We see the highlights again. Yeah, if the panda goes into the peon line, peasant line, and that first hunt is coming in earlier, and the panda is not wasting so much time with repositioning, that sounds doable. What are you looking forward to most at Rara? Meeting a lot of like-minded people and hearing a crowd cheer for Warcraft players. Yeah, so nicely done by Infy, bringing this back. But that was his map choice. And ReMinD gambled a little bit on the wrong horse. So Infy, what now? Depends on the map, of course. That was Infy's pick. Now, I guess ReMinD's loses pick. As in Chinese tournaments, that is always the system. Alright, Moon, what do we do? This is decisive. Tell me what to do. You're the GOAT. I know in Mirror, you should rather ask me. But what do I do now? Come on. Isn't that great to see the two best Night Elves in the history of this game in 2023 discussing strategies with each other? Isn't that just great? That despite the big rivalry, they are good friends and strategize with each other. Gotta say it is. It absolutely is. I'm a little jealous of that coffee, I gotta be honest with you. But, okay. Seem a little uncertain. Of course, Infy probably knows what to do. Expand and overwhelm. That should be his idea. ReMinD had some nasty timing attacks when he played DreamHack. If he can bring that back, he might be able to take it. And imagine the shame on Infy and his chat and all the other chats of streamers if he's losing to an inactive ReMinD. I know how rough the Chinese community is in their chats. And it's not gonna be pretty, I can tell you that much. Yesterday, or the day before this, Infy did lose to Moon. Bernd the Show, thank you for the 21-month resub. So ReMinD, just play like Moon. What's so difficult about that? Well, pretty much everything. So with more aggressiveness, ReMinD might do it. Last Refuge is a fitting playground for this one. The simplest would probably be Demon Hunter Immolation, but against a player of the caliber of Infy, you might not get enough damage done. Keeper is kind of hard. This could very, very, very well be a Beastmaster, guys. But we see an Altar first. So it is not a Beastmaster. Point on the line. China took the first one in the 4-4. This could either even the score for Korea or give the 2-0 lead to China. Thank you all for the nice support today, guys. This is lovely. Even though it's just a vodcast, you know, you guys still support and that's awesome. Oh, hands off the keyboard. Moon, I forgot what to do. What button is Moonwell again? Where do I creep? What do I do? He has a plan. He does have a plan. Found the button. Okay, something's off. Sound, maybe? Looks like a sound issue, as weird as that might sound. Yeah. Here, there's nothing. Hear it. Would be so funny if you just forgot to turn it on. Yeah, I'm really jealous of this camera, of these camera angles. This one is of course a little bland because it's just a clip-on camera on the screen, but the ones from the side, they're really good. Sorry. Infy giving commands like a boss that he is. Yeah, audio in Warcraft 3 is a little tricky. For example, you can't just use a different audio source. Like, let's say you start a match with your speakers on, and then you want to switch to your headphones. It doesn't work. Only uses the one audio device that's selected at game start. Dum dum dum. Great technology! Thank you for the remaster. Focus and Lynn discussing. Hey bro, how do we get Orc back? Ah, there we go. Okay, sound seemed to be working. They figured it out. And now you can play by ear. Okay, Infy. What do you do? Green into Expo? Green into Merc into Expo? Oh, Claws, very nice. Gets the scout. Sees, oh, you're not doing the Merc camp immediately. I might have some time. And is it immolation? He's holding back the skill point. This could very well be it. Yo, Silver's Flow. There we go. That's our fan that was in Xi'an for the event. You can ask him all about it. Okay, it is immolation. Water Elemental denied by the creeps, but good experience already. Good damage, good delay. I think in ReMinD's career there's not been too many instances where immolation was useful. This is one of them. Oh, he's down to 50% already. Creep still active. Militia called, but I think Infy's damage on the DH is good. Almost no kills, is there? Infy microing like the boss that he is. And now where does the game go? ReMinD didn't use the TP. That's good. Got the staff. Can he save the archer to be able to staff onto it? Ooh. Infy should expect that play. With all the experience of the past 15 years as a pro. Yeah, he knows. He knows that this is coming. But no boots. Can he get some kills now? No mana burn. Here's the level 2. Oh my god, he got a big one. That was a lot of experience in very little time, and I'll let it burn, baby. Imagine this with the old immolation. Would be so good. But Infy, lots of normal damage against heroes, working fine. But Infy is not level 3. And that is a problem. Because ReMinD stole the ogre. Infy has a lot of supply, of course, but it's only tier 1 and a lot of economy. And that doesn't say too much just yet. Despite all the immolation hectic, still able to build the Hunter Soul. Yeah, you know exactly what's coming. Just have to choose your targets. Will you take the 3 footmen or will you go into the workers? Good decision by Infy to pull them all back. ReMinD wants to prevent a tower from coming up. Wonder if he has the damage for it? Might be, could be. Oh, he's not attacking it. Okay, so the time here is limited, but reinforcements are coming from the tavern. And of course, the man with the big beer barrel is coming. Ooh, has a TP out before the impactful Breath of Fire. Not perfect, but damage done. Archmage still not level 3. ReMinD's gotta decide how to push and when. Counter expansion or not. It's only Dryads for now coming. No tier 3. It's a little odd. He makes sure that Infy can't leave the space at the bottom right, so he can never level. Breath should be fine. Hoi, we're watching from the moon. Nice little gift. Okay, got the staff. Demon Hunter sees, hey, you just started the tech. There's an opening. Let me in. Just like the song of the Beatsticks. Great song. And we burn. Oh, do we burn? But there's no TP. Gotta be careful. Staff is ready. Number 1. Doesn't even need the second one. Just walks it off. And that was a little odd to not have 2 staffs on the same hero. So the panda has to walk home. Little whoopsie doopsie, but nothing that will cost him the game. Still 10 supply down. Tech has started. Defense coming. More tech buildings as well. Panda is living a dangerous life. Oh no! Can walk it off, I guess. But Infy and a lot of footmen. That's a scary combo. Denied the trapper from Infy, I guess. Yeah, Infy's taking control of this game. Infy, oh no! That's a surround. Yeah, Infy's in full control now, as it seems. What can ReMinD do? Bears are coming tier 3 on the way. 1 bear bus to rule them all. Infy is charging up, man. Boot scroll level 3 into the base, I guess we go. Try to see if we can get some moonwells. Yup. Oh, the shop. The shop would be amazing. And the surround would also be amazing. Staff's off cooldown. Should be using it. Doesn't even need it for now as there was a potion. Redo. Oh, amazing value this Redo now. As long as there's mana. Demon Hunter does so much DPS. And Redos are lifesavers. For now, at least. Not this one though. Oh, sick. Infy with the Scroll of Protection. That is a rare sight at this time of the game in this matchup. Okay, now we get the Blood Mage. Again, double casters with rifles this time though. So I assume this should be a little more successful than the game on Turtle Rock was. Panda finally finds the way home. But he's so hurt. Bear Master Training done. Immolation 2. Panda very much underleveled. Yeah, Chad is right. You can just praise ReMinD for his control. For now, at least 20 HP. So close. Okay. That delayed the push by a lot. Oh no, what happened there? To the bear. Oh, Infy gets it. That was nasty. Plus the item, of course, went of mana stealing against the panda. Super nice to have. And yeah, disposable footman. ReMinD, his timing's not as crisp as in his prime, obviously. So I wonder if he breaks that base. Can he break that base somehow? Infy is taking quite some time. Only at 62. Oi, that's a nice harass. No immolation anymore, but everything's just lining up nicely. He can staff out in a second. This is very, very well calculated. For now, at least. No mining. I worry a little about the fact that ReMinD is never counter-expanding. Immolation 2. Jesus. And he just kills the entire economy with a demon hunter. That's quite nice. Can staff out or not hide. Like Jeremiah, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated, dude. Infy is so prepared though. 70 food, heal scroll, heal ward. But if he missteps and disposes his back. 2 bears. Yep, just like that. Everything's hurt from the shockwave. Everything's a little bit mispositioned. Is that ReMinD's chance to do some major damage? Infy TPing out immediately. Great catch by ReMinD. Gets the red spot, gets the item. And a big chunk of experience, of course. What's he got? Talisman, good to have. But okay, now vice versa. ReMinD is getting caught while still fighting the creeps. Gotta run. Not too easy. But there's no... Okay, there was no slow in range. Otherwise, it could have been a disaster for the bears. And ReMinD is getting quite a bit stronger. There was a town portal invested for basically nothing. Except, you know, his life. But nothing in exchange. Yeah, BB Bing. Dude, I'm curious. This is not undoable? It's still 2 base, 1 base for 10 minutes now? A little less, but more or less. Blood Mage gets level 4, Archmage gets the level 3, Archmage gets level 4. If we get Flame Strike or Blizzard or both, this should be a relatively easy game for Infy with all the breakers up. But woulda, coulda, shoulda, huh? Is that the push? Zeppelin? Oh, Invis Archmage. Tricky. Might is down his supply a little bit. No bear. Oh, wait, where's the Zap? Is he flying the Zeppelin into the main? Oh, hopefully he's not getting caught. Breath of Fire and Dryad attacks to get rid of the peasants. Where is the Zeppelin? Should be on the left-hand side now, right? Yes. On to the rifles, trying to cover the retreat. Oh, that's nice. We got the retrain onto Blizzard, though, so they're all caught now. Zeppelin don't want to fly into this. The Dryads unopposed in the north, but not too much for them to heal. The Concave is really weird, and Infy doesn't want to fight this. He needs a clean front line. That was a sick play by ReMinD. Cost him some supply, though. Cost him a bear. But that was a lot of economy damage done. Great, great plays, dude. Is that what they discussed? Moon and ReMinD prior to the game? It's all about keeping the economy down. And of course, come on. Those are the plays that you remember. Infy is feeling more confident now. Being more aggressive. And if he can fight in the choke upper right, bears are gonna have a tough time. I like the army comp by ReMinD to a degree. Would love to see more ferries, but then there's also rifles to gun them down. But well-deployed ferries could be amazing. But he's not overcommitting to bears. Has a lot of Dryads and always trying to flank. And Demon Hunter Panda, of course. What a combo. Peasants are burning, not dying just yet. You gotta pay attention to the heal ward. You cannot allow the heal ward. Panda is fighting the creeps. Things are getting a little weird. Dispel the heal ward. It would be so good. But no. Oh, the bears. That's a myriad of damage for Infy. What? Oh my god, all the bears die. But also, Infy is taking a lot of losses here. Problem is, both of the heroes super low. Reinforcements must trickle in as quickly as possible. Infy not really macroing up too much. He lost all the woodworkers. There might be a chance for ReMinD to come back, as he has a better balanced economy. Thank you, Yonki, for the sub. Yeah, that was a messy fight. And could have been a lot better for ReMinD. Getting controlled once again. And you can't fight this without a heal scroll anymore. Not against Blizzard. No chance. Infy is getting richer and richer and richer, but he's not thinking about his wood. How can you not think of Infy's wood? Yeah, no lumber workers. Oi, oi, oi. Can't even get a shredder without the lumber. Neo, I'm pretty sure most of us don't think about his wood. Dude, are you a real fan or what? I mean, you're wearing the 3-year sub badge. Are you even a real fan? I don't. After that comment, not sure. Not sure. Demon 5, Panda 5. Feels like it's kinda necessary. Yeah, man. Just Blizzard to the rescue. The Archmage damage. 16k. And it's rising with every wave. But I gotta be honest, ReMinD is face tanking this Blizzard like he's born in Alaska or something. That doesn't work. Demon Hunter level 5 finally, but Archmage as well. Putting in some kit towers to disrupt the front line. I love Blizzard. Not the company, but the spell. It's so good. And now Infy is taking control. Or it's taking control even more, I guess. Yeah, that's a rough game for ReMinD. He needs a miracle. Infy is plastering this map and towers. Oy, 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 oy. That needs a lot of rejuvenation. Oh, Zeppelin. Okay, show me what you got, Infy. He was the big favorite going into this match. Stumbling a little bit. Dude, in the last fight, we were at 15,000 damage. Now we're at 20k. This is just nuts. Archmage, though. Nice Zeppelin reposition. That's what you need. And what ReMinD needs is 2 level 6 heroes, I guess, at this stage. Maybe 1 is enough. The main bases are empty. No more mining for ReMinD. And if this continues, no more bears. The Bloodlaw is getting level 5 as well. And no mana on the other side. Damn. A little sad for ReMinD. That fight in the north was pretty botched. That could have been a lot better. But Panda and Demon Hunter, they might just be falling in a second. Oh, banish Blizzard! Ay, ay, ay! Oh. And this should be the end with a whooping 50 food advantage. And I see Kleine Schildpad in the chat. That calls for a B2W Schildpad in the chat. Infy wins 2-0 for China as ReMinD falls. But man, to hold a series close for an hour against Infy, you need some special skills, man. If you're coming out of inactivity. Imagine that. You're playing Warcraft as a hobby, maybe 1-2 games a week. And then you're on stage in front of 500 people. And you're up against one of the GOATs.